Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? So much conversation about the future of the Saints, the quarterback position, both short and long term. One of the names that's popped up and gotten an awful lot of speculation is Philip Rivers. Of course, Philip Rivers was the longtime quarterback of the Chargers, spent 2020 in Indianapolis with the Colts. He retired and actually spent this season coaching high school football in his native state of Alabama. Well, Philip Rivers was a guest with Mark Heim and Lee Cervani and our buddies on the opening kickoff on 105.5 WNSP in Mobile. And the guys asked him about his name being mentioned and rumored with the Saints needing a quarterback now. Here's what Philip Rivers had to say.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of those things yesterday. It was interesting to see. I think I told you guys, it must have been, what was it, 6-8 weeks ago when y'all were over at the school, that I'm going to kind of stay somewhat ready just in case perfect storm hits. But yeah, no, there's nothing to it. But it was fun to see yesterday.
The more pertinent question is, okay, there's nothing to it. It's all speculative. But if the Saints did call, would he listen?
Yeah, there's been no dialogue, but yeah, I think you don't shut the door on anything. Although I still stick by it's a super slim chance, because again, it takes a team to want you first of all, and it's got to be the right situation for our family. But the Saints are a heck of a team, and that is definitely going to be a contender down the stretch. Coach Payton and what they've done there over the years, obviously with Drew and over the last 15 years has been unbelievable. They're in the mix each and every year.
Philip Rivers is interesting to me because mostly he is and has been in his career the type of player and running the style of offense that Sean Payton runs and what Drew Brees did for many, many years. The question is, so Philip Rivers played 17 years, 16 years with the Chargers, last year with the Colts. Do you feel like physically Philip Rivers could step back into the NFL today and physically be a better option? Because we know cerebrally, Moose, you got something coming over this way, bro? Between the ears, Philip Rivers would be elite. He's a future Hall of Famer. Experience vastly exceeds anything the Saints have with Trevor Siemian or Taysom Hill. That's not even a question. It's physically, could he do it? And interestingly enough, last year, Philip Rivers was kind of on par with his career numbers. Last year, completed 68% of his passes. For his career, he completes 65%. Had 24 touchdowns last year to just 11 interceptions. The last year in LA, he had 20 interceptions and 23 touchdowns. So he had one more touchdown and 9 fewer picks. Philip Rivers was actually better last year in Indy than he was his final year with the Chargers. So there's a lot to look at and go, the last time we saw him, he was still on par with his average yards per attempt was 7.7 last year. For his career, it's 7.8 yards per catch. Last year was 11.3 for his career, average 12. He is his quarterback rating last year was 97. His career average is 95.2. Philip Rivers last year was on par with what his career averages were. So it does make a little bit of sense. The real question is, you took a year off, or it's been almost a year. How long would it take you to be ready?
Everybody's a little bit different as far as, I guess, physically, maybe in terms of like a routine that they always liked, or they really felt like they had to have done a certain things physically. And then mentally, I do think that that's a challenge based on, again, what's the verbiage and the terminology is something you've never even heard of. Guys that have played a long time, there's a lot of crossover, and or you can just say, oh, that meant this in my old life. And so I feel like from a terminology standpoint, you could make it work pretty fast, unless it was just something completely out of left field. And physically, again, everybody's a little different. I've always been of the thought, I always hated warm-ups. I always hated, hey, just let me throw a couple and let's go. Still, I do think I would need a little bit of time physically, a couple of weeks to get going, but not much. Not much. At least that's just kind of the way I've always thought.
a couple of weeks physically to get going, and terminology you could assimilate basically because it's the same thing that he's been calling unless it was something crazy. It sounds like a guy that's kind of ready to go. And point blank, they asked, hey, look, could you be ready on Sunday if they called you on a Monday?
Yeah, I think so. Now, you wouldn't be – yes, I do think so. Now, I think then gradually in the next 2 or 3 weeks is when you would really start to really feel good. But, yeah, to just roll and find a way one Sunday, 5 days out, yeah, I think I can manage it. Again, like you said, these are all hypotheticals because I still think it's a super, super, super long shot.
Super long shot, but that doesn't sound like a dude that has closed the door. Closed the door? Drew Brees closed the door when he said, I'm going to be calling Notre Dame and Navy on Saturday, and then I'm going to be on Football Night in America on Sunday. That dude closed the door. Phillip Rivers, that door is very much ajar. And if things go sideways, why not bring him in for a workout? He's in Mobile. Bring him in for a workout. Let's see. It's a 2-hour drive. See how it goes. Why not? Saints quarterback Phillip Rivers. Mark it down. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.